Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you the YouTube equipment that I have to this very day. So when I first started my channel, I didn't really have a lot. I didn't really know what to buy. And now actually I have a good range of equipment that I use for my own YouTube videos. So if you are thinking about starting your YouTube channel going into the new year, do stick around because some of the equipment that I share with you might be of interest. And a lot of it is good entry level to get you started. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first things first, what do you need to start a YouTube channel? Well, it's the obvious, isn't it? It's a camera. Now, when I first started my channel, I was always told, just get started, get on your phone. And at the time I had the iPhone 11 Pro. Started running on that, great, got my YouTube channel set up, got some content out there. However, you soon come to realize actually it's not the best content because you can't do massive amounts of editing. So I was using iMovie on my phone. That's great, it got me started, but the quality wasn't where I wanted it to be. So ultimately, at some point, if you are gonna start a YouTube channel, you will need a camera. Now, there's kind of like a 50-50 view. Start on your phone, phone's a great quality. Yes, I agree, but ultimately, I'm a big believer in start as you mean to go on. So if you can afford it, just jump straight in, go get yourself a camera. Now, what camera do you get? Because there's a lot of options. Well, I just simply did the typical thing, went on Google, went on YouTube, did the reviews for starting a YouTube channel, best cameras. Now, I'm running off the Canon EOS M50 MK2, which is a brilliant camera. And what I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna transition to my phone. And as you can see here, this is my Canon EOS M50 MK2. It's a brilliant camera, really love it. Super simple to use. It was affordable. I think I paid something in region of about £750 for this one. I got this from Curry's. You can get it on all main retailers, you know, such as Amazon, online, eBay, online stores, wherever you end up shopping. You can get these pretty much anywhere. Overall, it's a fantastic camera. The other bonuses with the Canon M50 MK2 is that it has a wireless transfer to your Mac laptop, so I don't need a wire once I've finished filming, which is really easy, really simple. And when I was looking at a camera, I was thinking, right, okay, what do I want? I want something that I can easily carry, put away, upload really quick, just something that I can have on the move all the time. Doesn't need a big lens. I know with this Canon, I can get multiple lenses. This standard lens that I'm using has a extra wide angle and an extra zoom. I don't really use it. And what I will say, again, disclaimer, I'm not a tech whiz, so if you're looking for real detailed descriptions, that's not what I'm about. I can give you an overview of the equipment and how it's working for me. But as the package with the Canon, it's brilliant, it's set me up, and definitely got a few more years of using this. And what I probably will do in the future is actually grab another camera so I can get like a 2-angle shot. And I would imagine that my next camera will probably be a Sony. But at the moment, really happy with the Canon. Now let's move on to my other bits of equipment. Number 2, when starting a YouTube channel, is you're gonna need good audio. Now, when I first started, like I said, I was running on the iPhone, so I just needed something quick, simple, I could plug in, film on the move, film in my office. So I ended up buying what's called the Alston from Amazon plug-in mic. So it's just really small, little clip-on, comes with a little dead cat, which I've got in my drawer here. And basically, the only annoying thing about this, right, I know a few people that bought it and said the same, is it comes with like 2 meters of wire. So once you put it under your clothing, you've still got like so much excess wire to play with. So you can either sort of tack that up or, you know, just roll it up or even tie sort of knots in it, which I wouldn't recommend actually. But really crisp audio, just a bit of a pain in the arse in the sense of how much wire you've got. I never really used the dead cat, I took it off. It looks a bit bulky actually. Only other downfall with using a wired mic, which is why I went wireless to a shotgun mic, is that you have to be particular on the clothing that you wear, because like if I was to wear a turtleneck or a jacket or something like that, it's kind of hard to clip it on or it would knock. And I found certain things that I was wearing, I didn't realize, but it was kind of like tapping it and then you get that sort of echo, sort of boom sound. So wired mics are great, you just need to sort of be clear, nothing can sort of obstruct it. I still have that when I'm filming on the go with my iPhone, but I've moved on to a shotgun and I'm gonna show you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to my phone now. I'm gonna show you my Rode Mic Pro Plus. It's probably one of the best shotgun mics on the market at the moment, and what I will look to do in time, which I'll talk about my extra future equipment, is get a boom stand basically where I can have my mic sort of just above me. But let me show you the Rode Mic Pro Plus. So as I said, this mic is absolutely awesome. So the one that I had before was the Rode Mic Go, where basically it was just literally plug in and play. This one has multiple features, and the reason I chose this one is not only is it rated one of the best on the market, but basically I'm filming in different locations, so I might be outside, I might be in inside somewhere where there's an echo. And what you have here is you have options to lower the frequency, you know, sort of increase it, increase the sensitivity of what it picks up, block out sort of background noise, and so many more features. I have to be honest, I haven't even tested half of them. But the overall, it's a brilliant mic. And like I said, what I'm going to get something which is called a boom stand. So essentially the mic will be attached to a stand, and then I can get it sort of as close to where I sit so the audio is nice and crisp. And the most important thing which I found out with YouTube is having really crisp audio, so it keeps the audience engaged. Now I'm just going to switch back to the Canon camera. So there we have it. That was the Rode Mic Pro Plus. Awesome bit of equipment. Lastly, the final one that I use is I have this Joby Wavo Dead Cat mic. So basically this can plug into my camera or my phone, and I have two adapters, so it can go straight into the camera or I can put it straight into my phone. So if I'm on the move and I didn't want something as bulky, or I needed just something to sort of carry in my pocket, I can take this Dead Cat off. I can either have it open, or if obviously there's a lot of wind and I want to knock that out, I can just stick the Dead Cat back on. I've got to be honest, I don't really use this. It just sits in a drawer as I use my Rode, and I don't really care how big and bulky it is. Wherever I'm filming, I just tend to use the Rode because I like to get that really crisp quality audio, and this Dead Cat isn't that great, but it is an alternative. And not only that, let me show you actually. It came with the kit that I got. So I got this Joby, I think it was in my last review. It came all as one anyway. So let's move on to number 3, and that's editing. So it's a really important part of putting together your videos, becoming that videographer, becoming that creator. You need to put out really good content. Now, like I said, I was running originally on iMovie on my iPhone, and I got to the point where like, I've just had enough. It's not the content that I want to put out. I haven't got the options. So I upgraded, I spent that money, invested into myself, and I ended up getting the Mac Pro 13, and I haven't looked back. I'm still running on iMovie because I've learned there's different ways that I can use different features. It spends a little bit more time like creating green screens and stuff like that, whereas you can jump to something like Final Cut Pro where you've got a lot more options, where it's literally click and add. I haven't gone on to Final Cut Pro yet. I probably will in the future, but at the moment I'm satisfied with iMovie. The Mac laptop, I promise you, will be one of the best investments for you and your business within YouTube. So like I said from the beginning, if you have the money, or perhaps you can borrow the money from someone, not if you can't pay them back of course, but upgrade as soon as possible so your content is the best it can be from day one. Editing, I'm on the Mac. Number 4, lighting. You must have good lighting. Do not underestimate it, because look, I'm going to show you this. I'm in the shadow, can you see that? And then I come back into lighting. See that difference there? Again, I'm going to go over to this corner, shadows, and then I'm going to come back into lighting. So I'm going to show you what I use. So obviously I have my backdrop light just as like a feature, and then if you look behind me, I have my main ring light, which I think is a 10-inch wide, and then I have my smaller ring light there, which I think can go up to like 60 inches. I'm running on these 2 ring lights, both off of Amazon. I'm going to include all the links for all of my equipment in the description below. So important. I've got carry cases for both of these. Let me show you. So if I am on the move, I can simply pack up my big ring light, the smaller one, which I have just in front of me there, which is this one, is literally compact, where I can just carry it. I can literally stick it in a bag holder. So super simple, but lighting is so important, because if I'm filming in the morning, afternoon, evening, and of course different times of the year, we get different lighting, and wherever you're going to film, there are going to be some dark spots, and ultimately you want to look your best, you want to look alive for your video. So can't stress it enough, get a good ring light. And actually with this main one that I have here, this newer ring light, I have a couple of different filters that I can use, so I can kind of change the tone of it. But yes, invest in good lighting. And just to show you, this is what the kind of setup in front of me looks like. So I'll have the 2 ring lights, and then obviously behind me I have my little additional background light there. So it's always good to have that feature, but this is what it looks like in front of me every time I film. And like I say, take these ring lights, pack them up, and just take them with me wherever I go. Number 5, onto extra equipment. So obviously you're going to need a good tripod. So I have the Tac Life here, fully extendable. I don't really know the height that it goes to be honest with you. I'll include the link in the description below. It's off of Amazon, and it's an awesome bit of kit, really lightweight, folds up completely. I can carry this absolutely anywhere when I go into London or if I'm filming elsewhere. And I'll show you my other tripods that I have. So I just showed you my tripod, which is a Tac Life. Again, I'll include that link in the description below. I also have, which I showed you earlier, which I bought, so I have this Joby vlogging stick. Now, absolutely love this. Can screw into pretty much any camera. Also have an adapter here for if I'm filming on my phone, so I can just screw that up and then I can plug in my phone. Obviously with the Joby, it came as a package, so I have like this 2-arm piece. It can actually be a 3-arm piece, where I connect that up. I can have my phone, a lighting, I can have my mic, or I can have additionally something else attached basically, which has, you know, the same kind of adapters as Joby. So I can have something else of my choice. This is awesome because this wraps around pretty much anything. So these bendable legs, these can wrap around door handles, whatever you're filming on. Obviously, if I'm on uneven ground, I can level it off to make sure the camera's straight. So this is kind of what I use if I'm walking about. Super simple, reasonable price. Again, I got this off of Amazon, but I paid as a package. I think I paid like 179 for the whole vlogging kit, but you can pick these up for like 20 quid. I also have another vlogging stick here. This one's pretty cool because it's extendable. Again, only for my phone. It will fit any smartphone. That's an extender. And then it has a, if I turn that on, has a Bluetooth button there, so it will connect, and that can pop out, so you can use that as a remote as well to snap any photos or recording. And then all it has here, it's not incredible, I have to admit, it's a little bit unbalanced, but it has a stand there. So those are two vlogging sticks that I have if I'm on the move. I've used them loads, well recommend them. Again, I don't actually know what this one is called, but I will find it on my Amazon orders and I'll include the link in the description. Other equipment that I have when I'm on the move is I'll have a portable charger. Now with this portable charger, I have this 3-piece charging lead. So one that will go into my Mac, one that will charge my Rode mic, or it will also charge like this adapter, and then it has an iPhone charger. So as I'm on the move, I always keep a couple of these in my bag, a charger so I can charge my equipment. I also thought it would be necessary to go and buy, basically because the batteries on your camera might run out pretty quick, depending on how much you're filming. So this here is a portable charger, so I can charge 2 batteries. All you do, charge the actual battery charger itself, the holder, and then you can plug that back in, and then this will charge 2 full batteries up to its full charge, and then this dies. The other thing that I went and invested in is extra memory cards, so SD cards. So I'm running on a 128 gig Extreme Pro SanDisk, and I went and bought, I don't know if you can see it there, is another 64 Extreme Pro because it processes it quicker. It uploads it to your, you know, your editor, your software, your Mac, whatever you're using, but its processor is really quick compared to a standard SanDisk. I do have this as like a backup. I never use it though. So I have a 128 gig SanDisk SD card and another 64 gig. If I'm filming in London or something like that, my videographers, they all have spare batteries, spare SanDisk memory cards, so I just carry a couple just in case I need them. What I did go and do, which I would recommend to everyone, is if you are going to start filming and you do like batch filming, so for example, I'm doing 3 videos today, is I've got 4 additional batteries. So you can literally go onto Amazon. I think I picked these up for, I think it was about £35, and I got 4 and the charger as well. So I well recommend going and buying new batteries. So another bit of equipment where I thought, how can I take my footage to the next level? Because some of my content is scripted, I have to pre-plan, and you might see on some of my previous videos, I was actually reading off of my Mac laptop. So my eye level was dropping from the Mac to then the camera, and I was having to cover that up with B-roll, which is absolutely fine, but I thought, let's take this to the next level. So I went and got the Glide Gear teleprompter. So this is one of the best companies, what seems to be one of the best companies for producing teleprompters. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the equipment fully set up. So essentially what you have here is this reflecting glass. Now the camera will sit in here, it will plug in simply by the screw, and then what you do is this can be adjusted for a tablet, so you can put your tablet here or your phone. In fact, let me just use my phone just to show you. So I would write a script on an email or using your notes on your laptop, send it over by email to your phone or your actual tablet, and then what you would do is you could put that in there. That then reflects onto the screen. It's a clear glass for your camera, and then you can read off of the teleprompter itself, and that way it's nice and crisp, clear. I went and downloaded the software. I don't know what it is. I'll include the software below, where as I'm talking, the script moves down. I've only used it once, granted, but I will use it a lot more going forward with my content. So I thought it was well worth the buy. I'm definitely going to use this. I'll take it with me different places, and that is the teleprompter, like I said, Glide Gear. I'll include the link below. Number 6, and that is carry equipment. So we've got all this stuff now, but how do we actually move it from location to location? Well, for me, I go to London a lot, so I just needed something super simple where I can literally on my back and move about. You know, as I'm getting in and out of Ubers, I didn't want to have both my hands full and bags everywhere, and it's just a nightmare. I've done it and it's a nightmare. So I went and picked up myself, I'm going to try and show you the HP backpack. This is absolutely awesome. Comes with a charging port, so I can charge up my laptop, my phone, whatever it is, different electronics, and loads of compartments here. I can carry up to 2 laptops, my notepad, my diary. Front compartments normally carry wallets, extra batteries. I can also carry my camera in here. And again, it's just super durable. I literally put this on my back. You've probably seen it in some of my videos in London. Sling it over and I'm good to go. The other thing I have is just a super simple carry case for my camera. So it fits in here. I have my SD cards in the front with the extra batteries, and this carries my camera. Again, I have got a sling for it. I don't normally use it because this goes in the HP bag. The other thing I do have, which I showed you previously, is obviously if I am taking my ring light with me, it just goes straight in the slip, fold it down, compacts into there, and I'm good to go. Final carry case, which I just showed you, is my glide gear. So again, if I needed to take my teleprompter with me, I can stick it in there. As you can imagine, I wouldn't want to take all 4 or 5 of these bags. It'd be a total nightmare, but they're super simple carry cases. So moving on to number 7, which will be future equipment. So as I said, number 7 is future equipment. So what do I want going forward? Well, what I have learned, just before I share with you the final things that I will want to pick up in the near future, is that this is investing into yourself. So if you are watching this video thinking, oh, you know, I want to get the Mac, I want to get the camera, I want to get the ring light, but you know, I don't know if I can spend it at the moment, maybe I should just start out with what I've got. Yes, absolutely, just get the content out there. But what I would say is, remember, you are investing in yourself. So if you're going to spend the money, just think of it as a business. You know, no business that starts up profits from day one. So invest in yourself, get the equipment, put out the best content that you can, and build that YouTube business, because eventually if you do monetize, it's going to pay you back down the line, and you'll want to look back and see all that really good content. And when you do monetize, if you've been putting out awesome content, good footage, crisp audio, people will go back and watch that timeline, which will then obviously bump up value and what you earn from YouTube, and you'll reclaim all of that money that you invested early on. But what would I like going forward? I have a lot of equipment now, but there's still things that I would like to pick up in the future. I would probably like the nice studio lights with those front covers, similar to what we use when we go to London and we film in the office. The other thing that I would love to pick up, and I definitely will pick it up, is the Rode podcast mic. If you hop onto my playlist interview series, you'll see that we've moved to the podcast mic. It's crisp, it's clear. Granted, you need to be a little bit closer, but it looks professional, and I just love the look of it. And I think going forward, I do a lot of Zoom interviews. I just think the professionalism of it is really good. So I'm definitely going to pick that up. I also need to pick up, like I said, the boom stand for my Rode Mic Pro Plus, where I can just have that just here. And again, the audio really crisp. I'm really big now on my audio, so anytime going forward, I just want to make sure that I'm building in really good audio. And I'll probably get at some point the Bluetooth Rode Mic wireless, because I've used that before, and again, it's really nice and easy if you're on the move and you don't want any wires, or perhaps it's too windy outside. I think lastly, I'll probably pick up another camera. I'll probably lean towards Sony. I think what's really good is when you can hit that second angle, it keeps audience retention higher. It looks professional hitting that second angle. So I'm really keen to get that built into my YouTube content going forward. It's not something I'll probably buy right now, because believe me, if you go check out those really high quality Sony cameras, they're very expensive, but definitely in the near future, and perhaps once I monetize on YouTube. I hope this video has helped. Like I say, everything that I've used here, I'm not a tech whiz, but I will include all the links in the description below. If you did like this content or it helped you just a tiny bit, please do hit like and subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you all very soon.